In 2006, we lost our daughter. She was 23, almost 24, in a car accident. And a lot of her friends, she was actually on her way to go snowboarding with a lot of her friends. And as you can imagine, that was just shattering. And, we continued to try to remain what we were doing in the community and be part of it. And then about 2.5 years later, our son died in a kayaking accident. So all of our friends and relatives and people just kind of didn't know what to make of that. It's, and we personally, they were such fun-loving, adventuresome, compassionate people that we just didn't want that to be sort of like tragedy, like, oh, that was such a tragedy. And every time they think of them, think of sadness. A couple of their friends and mother, one of the board members, Ann Barada, and her daughter, Miranda. Miranda was really good friends, almost like a cousin, her and her sister, Lucy. So she wanted to do something to honor them, to give us something to do with all this grief, something positive. So we met in her living room. And at the time we were kind of thinking food pantry help, try to help the needy. And it was at that first couple of meetings that her son, Mike Barada, came up with the name Goodwill Hunters. Our last name is Hunter. So that was perfect. And then beyond that, it was a couple of years of struggling, trying to figure out what to do and whether or not to form a nonprofit, and a lot of hard work from a lot of really kind people that gave of their time and energy to do that. So it continues to be a close knit group of people who love getting together, love honoring Drew and Angeli, and love that we can do something so positive in their names. And it's kind of kept them connected in some ways too, which they enjoy. Every donation, whether it's $1 or, $500, is just, it honors them. Just to think, it puts a smile on my face to think that something good is being done in their name, and that people can think of them with a smile on their face, because they both were incredibly happy, fun-loving people that wouldn't want people to be sad. They would want you to seize life and give back. The harbor master and one of our members, Casey Shabader, go out on the boat, and they have all the actual ducks put it into a big canister, and they have numbers on the bottom, and they float. So everyone congregates on the Wrexham parking lot, and the snack bar is open, and there's music. A DJ Skip plays for us every year, and the cheerleaders are running children's games. And then once the Derby is getting ready to start, we announce it. We all walk to the backside of Wrexham, and they dump all the ducks in, and they just come floating in this big pile. It's a really cool thing to see. And then we walk back up to the parking lot, and then we announce the winners. It's just been a really fun event. So it was really disappointing not to be able to do it this year. It's our only fundraiser. So we realized that was kind of cutting ourselves off in some ways, but at the same time, we're so aware that a lot of people are hurting, and the people that we usually try to give the money to are really hurting. We're just very sensitive to the fact that people are in, difficult times right now. But we've had several people say, wait, where's the Derby? I wanted to give money. So we have had some individuals' donations come in from people who were just kind of look for it at this time of the year. So we definitely welcome those for people. And some of us have personally sent out emails to people that have been, supporters every year. But we also know that if we do have something, we don't want to be bugging people. We try to just do it once a year. Recently, we've been doing some donations. And now we're going to just hopefully appeal to people. If they're in a position to give money, they'll do like they did in the past. And even if it's $10, send $10 our way, and that we can then keep up these supports of the organizations. I just want to, first of all, thank everyone who's supported us in the past. That, as I said, not only are we just being able to do so much good in the community, but the making people aware of all these different organizations and what they do. And Marshfield and the South Shore, I'm just still amazed by how generous and compassionate people are. It doesn't matter what it is that you hear about. It seems you get an outpouring of support. Right. So continue hunting for that goodwill. It's out there. If you just want to feel good, go on our website and read about the organizations. Seriously, you're like, wow. And that's just a tiny fraction of what's out there. And just keep looking for ways you can help. We live in a great community. We just need to keep supporting each other.